And I think it's different for me start to speak English. I think uh, for many people, maybe, but I like the different experience.
Great. Awesome. So thanks for sharing. Guys, I'm just creating the breakout rooms because it's a little crowded here, right? So for everyone have more time to talk and, discuss about the topic and evolve their thoughts, right? Let me just see what I can do here. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Let me just delete one. So you guys have the questions on the chat, right? Everybody can see, right? Just confirm this for me. Okay, so I'm gonna create two rooms for us to discuss better. And I will open the rooms right now, but I will bring you guys back around 9:50. Okay. If you have any problems, please hit the button ask for help and I will go after you. Remember to be respectful with others' opinion and time to speak. Okay. And please remember to choose a leader and present yourself before you guys jump into the questions. And don't worry, don't be worried to be so stitched to the questions. They are just a guide, okay? Let me just create the rooms. Okay, open the rooms. If you didn't receive an invitation, it means you're gonna stay here with me in the main room. Okay. Here with me, we're gonna have Luciana, Maria Fernanda, and Walzen. Have a good conversation. Bye-bye. Okay, yeah, it's good right now. So guys, let's get
Posso
started.
perguntar uma coisa antes de começar? Para
Of
mim,
course.
não sei se o pessoal foi assim, no meu planner o tema era outro.
Yes, it happened.
For
This
me too.
was when I opened today,
Todo mundo
it
foi
was
isso
a
também? O tema era o What If.
yes, yes. It has some problem because this theme, What If, was about imagination, and then I was talk about it in the previous week, the week before this one on day 3. And I don't know what happened, but it just repeated, even though I put for today, 10 of January, this theme. I don't know what happened. I saw this. Sorry, really sorry for this, guys. But I will see with Philip what happened because I put even before the year the New Year's Eve, I put this theme for this day, and I don't know what happened, but it's just double with the topic of the week before. Sorry. But no worries. You are interested to this topic, wasn't? Because I know that you love rock and metal. But yeah, maybe before we get started, we could present ourselves. And I don't know, Maria, Fernanda, could you start? And maybe we can present ourselves and also answering question number 1. That is, I'm curious to know. Go ahead,
Okay.
please.
Good morning, people. I am Maria Fernanda. I am from Recife, and I am a little. I am with a little cold today. I think this because weather change. Now it's raining a lot here in Recife, but yesterday made a lot of was very hot. So it's very difficult to live now in the world with the climate climate change, I think. So is this? I think my voice is not too weird. If I could be famous, what like I like to be and why, I don't know. I don't follow too many famous people. I listen a lot of bands. I like a lot of artists, but I don't follow them. I don't follow them on the social medias. I don't know when they die or when they speak terrible things. I don't know. I don't follow and watch the news about famous people and this stuff. But I don't know. Think a lot about this and imagine a lot. I think that I maybe would be like I think that has a a famous person that's famous because do something very good, very extraordinary, or influence other people, but don't have social medias. Because I don't like a lot social media and expose my personal life. My Instagram has photos of my cats on the histories. My cats and my dog is like that. And I share news about the Recife and this stuff. But I don't put my photos, my face, and my 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 life, my real life there. And I discovered that I forgot the name of the actress, but is that actress that made X and Pearl, the movies. I forgot the word of that.
Mia Goth, right?
Yes, Mia Goth. Mia Goth don't has social medias, and she's famous, so this is possible. I think that. And you, Luciana?
Go ahead, Luciana.
I'm Luciana. I'm 45 years old. I'm from São Paulo. I'm married. I don't have children. I don't have dog. I love dance. I love to travel, to listen music. I like to do different things. And if you I could be famous for one thing, what I could like to be, oh, I the person in see, I don't know. But if I could be famous, maybe mm, uh, a single, because I can't do tourney. I don't know the name, and they travel a lot. I know it's very difficult because we need to change many things, don't stay with a family and the other things. But for a moment, I think is good because we can change many things all the time, and many knows many peoples and knows many places. I think maybe it's cool. It's difficult, but funny. That's it.
Right. So, maybe you wouldn't like to be like a singer or a musician that goes on tournaments, right? Because you mentioned about the bad side, but yeah, it's good side. You mentioned that you like to dance. What do you dance? I'm curious to know.
I like dance, belly dance.
Oh, Oh, that seems tough and complex. I don't have the, coordination for doing such thing. It seems really, really.
Different, but it's very, I don't know, energia, você usa muita energia do corpo, então é different. A magia
Interesting.
feminina, na verdade, né?
Yes, for sure. It's so, yes, sensual and sexy as well. But could be, people mentioned that are really empowering, right? For women doing this about, like you mentioned, have a connection with this inner feminine energy, right? Interesting, I love it. So got it. You would like to have the good part of being famous, but maybe, I don't know, being famous, a good famous teacher of poly dance. What do you think?
Maybe.
Love it. Awesome. Thanks, Luciana. And you, Walsing, can you present yourself and answering question number 1?
Yes, good morning. My name is Walden. I'm 49 years old. I live in Pitangui, Minas Gerais. I like watch movies on TV, watch soccer on TV, and I'm a full stack developer. And about this first question, if you could be famous for one thing, what would you like it be and why? I would be famous for discover the disease cure, disease like Alzheimer or Parkinson, because this disease is very bad for old people, and I will be famous because discover the cure of disease.
Love it. You nailed it. I loved your answer, Walsing. Thanks for coming, for your presence here today. And yeah, I would be more on the same page as Walsing. I when I write it down this question, I was having the 2 feet on the floor. Oh, maybe I do not have talent with like singing or doing something artistic, moving my body, dancing like Luciana. I'm really bad actually. And yeah, I would love to maybe to made a invention or discover something that really would help and change people's lives for better, right? I don't know, maybe a scientist thing like Walsing. But yeah, something kind of related to this. Let me just present myself. I didn't. So I am Anna. I am 27 and I live in Barueri, São Paulo. But today I am at my mom's house. I'm in another city because I came to visit her at my vacation and stay for a while here. And yeah, let me see what else. I work with quality control in the food industry, chocolate industry, like Jefferson mentioned. And let me see what else. I live with my boyfriend, and on my free time, I like to do some exercise, like biking, reading books, watch movies with my boyfriend, and so on. And I just remembered that I didn't the presentation of how TNT works today. Really sorry for that, guys that are watching us, but yeah, maybe just keep moving. And yeah, well, I just answered question number 1. And interesting that something Maria mentioned about being exposed, right? this is one of the things that the famous one struggle. But some of them can, limit this and even don't have social media. Like she mentioned, Mia Goth, I didn't know that she doesn't have. But I know that Keanu Reeves doesn't have, Scarlett Johansson doesn't have as well. And maybe it's a good thing for everyone. Yeah, because I shared this perspective with Maria. I do not like to, put everything on social media. I'm not this kind of girl, and if would be famous, maybe would be tougher to do it, right? But it's possible, as she mentioned. Let me see. Yeah, maybe we can jump to question number 2. Can you start pausing this one on your case? How do you think
Yes.
it would change?
How do you think your life would change if suddenly became famous? If I would be a rock star, for example, I don't want to walk in the streets, and but I would worry about it because my bank account would be fat. It.
I'm curious to know if you would be famous, would you leave Pitangui? Is Pitangui that
Yes,
you
yes, yes.
would you go? I don't know, a metropolitan city like São Paulo or Rio, I don't know, or Belo
No, no,
Horizonte.
my city is very small. 20,000 people in my city. It's very small.
Would you prefer to stay there? So, like, is still living there even though you were famous?
Yeah, yes. I always live in my city. I don't. Eu não me mudaria, né? De jeito nenhum. É sempre aqui. I love
Not
I
in,
love my city. I don't like big cities. I don't like the noise, the pollution. I love my city.
yeah, it would be something you would have to adapt if you had to change, right? Got it. So wasn't it wouldn't move even though he received as a gift a house at Beverly Hills, right? Like he mentioned on the song, would stay at Pitangui. Got it. And you, Luciana, what do you think about this one? Question number 2.
I'm going to travel. I change for, I change, no, I stay in another place with for 3 or 2 weeks, and it change all the times for many places in the world, and bought many things and buy many things for my family, for my life, and different clothes for the shows, and that's it.
Yes, would be nice, right? To travel and know different places all over the world, right? I would love doing it, like you mentioned, would be a good part of being famous and rich, right? Awesome. Thanks, Luciana. And you, Maria? How do you think
Uh,
would change your life?
my audio is better now?
Well, for me, yes, I put the volume higher for I can
Mm.
listen you. Then I'm okay. I'm listening perfectly.
Okay. Thank you. I think that my life will change completely. Like I can't buy fruits, vegetables, and the groceries or buy clothes. I think it is because of that people, famous people has uh, other people to do things for them. Like the groceries, buy clothes. I imagine that uh clothes stores go to their houses. I don't know. I think that I will not go to the street too much time, and maybe I will prefer to move to a small city, or buy a house in a very distant place. I like this type of place, but I will need a car and these things. I will never buy this small that small airplane, because a lot of famous people die in that small airplanes. It's very very dangerous. Very very dangerous.
Yes. The jatinhos, right? A lot of accidents, like you mentioned. Yeah, interesting. Maria Fernanda and Walson mentioned about it, and people following you all the time, right? And so it'd be tough, like walking through the streets and the places freely. Maybe we would need like security guards, depending on the emotions of the people following you, right? Because sometimes they can cross the line and the limits, right? But yeah, absolutely. You would be stopped on the streets for giving some autographs and selfies as well. So as Maria mentioned, would be tough to like doing normal things like just walking on the street or doing the groceries or just going to the mall maybe. And usually people hired other people, famous people hired other people to do such things for them. But or even if they go with the security guards, as I mentioned. But yeah, maybe it's one of the cons of being so famous, right? People not leaving you all the time and following you, and it's tough to have your privacy, right? I was thinking right now about the case of Princess Di, right? Diana, that even died because of the uh oh, I forgot the paparazzi, right? That were following her car and uh happened unfortunately an accident. And yeah, some of the cons of the fame. So maybe we can skip to question number 4, because question number 3 we kind of answered, right? What do you think about this one, Luciana? Question number 4.
Okay. I don't know.
You don't know? Yeah, you want some time to think? Let's hear from Walsing. What is your favorite famous person, Walsing?
Well, my famous people, Bill Gates. Bill Gates, because your contribution in technology and nowadays, because Bill Gates, we we have the Windows system, and I I I like it so much Bill Gates.
Got it. So Walden picked Bill Gates. And you, Maria?
Oh, I don't know. I'm like Luciana.
Yeah.
don't know.
Oh,
I
uh,
can.
uh, you can go.
Sorry, you can.
No, you can go. I
Okay.
don't know. I don't have
I
a
think about
famous,
that
a
now.
favorite person.
Maybe
okay.
Madonna, because she's a wonderful woman, the empodered for many years, and she's learning like me. And I think she's beautiful, how to say, poderosa, powerful.
Yes.
And acho que muitas pessoas like looking for her with a star, not only for the music, but she's a woman to heart in your life, in many aspects in your life, I think.
Got it. It's a good pick. I love Madonna as well. It's a really inspired woman. And you, Maria, can you remember one right now or wanna some more time?
No, because like what Wilson said, that there are some people in the technology world that is a little inspiring, but I remember after that they don't come back for nothing. They sell these woman man-made, I think man-made lifestyle. And I don't know because I has this foot behind, like, oh, maybe they also can uh change something, part of his history, or increase some other parts to make her life more than life more bigger than was. I don't know. Because they are we don't really know these people, and because of that I never stopped to follow famous persons, people.
Got it. So you can decide it. Yeah, actually, as you mentioned, we don't quite know them in every aspect of their lives. But yeah, some of them I could, there are a lot of the famous people that I admire, but I can think right now of two of them. They are women. The first one that I would pick would be Simone Biles. I read a little bit about her story, and it's really beautiful because the way that she started was so tough because he was an orphan on orphanage living. Then she was adopted, and since the beginning, she wanted to be an athlete, and she does that nowadays and excel on it, right? Really inspired, and I I don't know that her confidence and the way that she presents herself on stage, it's really inspired That's why I love her, and that's why I also inspire and follow a lot of Rebecca Andrade as well. Also her colleague and rival, right? A Brazilian one. But the first time that I write it down this question, I thought also in another singer like Shakira. I was thinking as well on the same page as Luciana, thinking about a woman that came from a not so good environment and then conquered the world, more or less like Madonna. And really interesting her story on the last years that she got divorced from Piquet, and I really followed the way that she the went and the music that she launched about it and inspired a lot of other women's on the world. This three that I would be, right? Simone Biles, Rebecca Andrade, and Shakira. Oh, get out, mosquito. So, yes. Can you think of any of other, Maria? No? Okay, so let's keep moving. Maybe we can skip, this one. Question number 6. What do you think about this one, Maria? Can you start?
But I think it's more challenging for someone to become famous now compared to the past. I think now, now we have social medias and a lot of people is famous because of social medias. But there are a lot of people. I think there are more people now than before trying to be famous. I don't know. But compared to the past, now everybody has a camera in front of us, so we can control what, in some aspects, we can control what we will show and how we will show and what we will do to be famous. And before I think we needed context. We need luck, because the cameras were in small hands. Few people I think few people had cameras and media control. So some specific person could be famous. I remember now Elvis Presley. He was a white man, but he sings black music and he sings like a black man, but he's white. And because of that, he could be famous compared of black people in that time. And now everybody has a camera, has more opportunity to show his the skills and this stuff.
Yes, for sure. The social media and cameras being more accessible made more easier to share your skills and talents, right? Andy Walsing, what do you think about this one? Do you agree with Maria? Can I add something else?
Question number 6. Yeah. Well, I think nowadays is very easy. You will be famous because social medias, and I see YouTubers and TikTokers, millionaires, to, tonight for the day, we will be millionaires. if you post a video in YouTube or TikTok, tomorrow you would be famous, and famous is very fast nowadays. I think this.
Yeah, you mentioned some really common example nowadays about the TikToks, the little dances, right? Doing and from one day to another you can become famous, right? And also you were talking about uh these examples that you mentioned, Walden, really made me think of also the example of Casimiro. I don't know if you guys know him. It's a really good example about he's a sports journalist. He worked on a company, a common company, but then he started to, comment on Twitch and YouTube. I don't know which one came first, about his thoughts about the championships of soccer in Brazil, and then he boom, because the language that he uses doesn't fit well with the standard companies, but was really good to achieve the younger public, right? And because the way that he speaks, and it's a good example as well. And you, Luciana, what do you think about question number 6? It's easier?
I think I agree with you. And before, people tried harder to get famous. Today, it doesn't have much consistency. I think social media, it's okay. Many people can do the same things and let's say aparece, né?
Yeah, absolutely. You mentioned something that really interesting, and it's kind of related to the next question, right? About fame has a shelf life, or it's possible to remain famous for a long time. Nowadays, with these aspects that all of you guys mentioned, it's possible to become famous to the one day to another, and with the same speed. Do not everybody forget you or cancel you, right? And forgot about you and hate you, and you will not be famous anymore. Maybe in a good way, or just being forgot. It happens too much with a lot of faster than before. Let me see. Maybe we still have time. This one is interesting. I would like to hear your guys' opinion about question number 9. What do you think about this one, Maria?
Oh, this is interesting. Because I remember about Lady Gaga. I don't know how much about Lady Gaga, but she has a fibromyalgia like me, and sometimes she disappeared because she's sick. Yes, and I also has fibromyalgia, and now I am trying to do more exercise in my life to be, because I want to take less medicines, because it's very terrible to take medicines. I take 2 medicines every day. And I don't know. I think maybe maybe it's possible to sometimes has fame, be fame and be healthy. Um, I don't know, or maybe not, because sometimes we need to stop to be more healthy, and people also can forget about us. I don't know. It's this very difficult because I think they has a lot of pressure to be always productive and this stuff.
Yes, it's a common thing that the famous ones struggle with, but yeah, sometimes you must have put more effort and attention and time in doing something. And yeah, it's the I don't know either on how to choose, but probably it's better to to be less famous and with good wealth to, enjoy the things of life. I don't know. And you, Walsing, what do you think?
Well, I prefer be an anonymous rich man. In my opinion, money is better than fame. Always, always.
Yes. And you, Luciana?
I
Do you
agree
agree with
with you,
us?
Elsie. Uh, Healthy it's very good, can be at a price, but it's very good.
Absolutely. Yes. As I mentioned, so maybe it's better, or definitely it's better to be wealth and enjoy the life properly and being have the fame, have the money, but spend all of that on taking medicines or doing some treatments and don't get better. Yeah, would be tough as well. Let me close all the rooms. Yes, so I will bring you the guys back. How do you guys, I don't know, maybe we can also answer question number 10. What do you think about this one, Walsing? How do you think fame influences a person's sense of identity and self-worth? Do you believe that they have a connection or don't? I don't know.
Number 10.
10, yes.
I think some people thinking him the god, and this the better than other persons, and fame sometimes up to the head, só para cabeça.
Yes, yes, I agree with you. Thanks for sharing. Let's welcome the guys back from the big breakout rooms. Hey, Fredson, did you like the topic? How was the conversation?
I not appreciate so much the subject because it's a hard one. I know most of the people wants to be famous, but I am the contrary. I don't want to be one. So I think me and Walton that share the same room, we are agree on that. So we talked a lot of the bad sides of being famous, the downside of it. So nowadays is not a good thing to be.
Yeah, got it. What do you guys, can you share with us a little bit what you guys discuss about the cons of being famous?
We talk about the fake life that these people have to be famous, the fake persona that he has to create, the fake friendship, the fake relatives that came with it. A lot of people, they can get to know with you and you don't know if they like you or just because you are famous. Another downside is the friends and relatives that always get caught in those live streams and recorders, and you don't want to, but you are just putting that in. You have to act something, and you have to do something, and you are to be recorded to put online even though you don't want it to. And even though you don't want to be famous, if for some I don't know, for some motive, someone took this very classroom that we are sharing on YouTube and took out of context, and you become a meme for something that you told. So it's you and you became famous. So it's not a good thing. So a lot of downsides.
Yeah, absolutely. For sure. I agree with you. We here on the main room, we didn't focus so much of these bad aspects, but we mentioned about the cancel, the act of canceling when someone says something that the public doesn't like and right get hated for doing it, or they didn't say it, but as you mentioned, people with bad intentions take some uh, piece of the 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 phrase that you use and put out of context. Yeah, it's really tough. But yeah, interesting that made you guys think about and discuss about these things. Thanks for sharing, Fredson. And you, Yasmin, Fredson mentioned that you as him wouldn't like to be famous, but I would like to ask you a question. Let me see. If you have some favorite famous person that you admired and why? I don't know.
Like you said in the breakout room, uh, my uh, my famous person that I liked is Keanu Reeves because he is a kind person. I see some videos that he is helping people or is in subway, get out for him, asking to sitting for other person, or being kind with all the cameras. So I think that he is the biggest famous person that I like.
Great. I love him as well. Yeah, and we were mentioned here on the main room that he doesn't have social media. He's a strict group of famous one that doesn't have. But yeah, it's good, right? When these people, famous one, they uh, really want to be good people, not just for the cameras and the fans, right? And really doesn't think that they are better than the anonymous ones, like us, right? That they are just like us. Awesome. And you, Leticia, did you like the conversation? How was the conversation? You were with
I
Jefferson?
was with Jefferson and Philip, but Philip leave the conversation. But it was
Oh.
amazing. I really like the topic. We talk about both the positive and the negative side. We talk about the types of famous because some people are famous forever and some people are famous for a week or for a days, mainly nowadays with social media. And I really like the conversation.
Love it. I love to hear that. And you, would you like to be famous for one thing?
Oh,
What
I
did-
think I would to be a famous, as I say it, because, for example, I write a bestseller or
Oh.
something like this. As I say it, I think that it's impossible to me become a famous like a rock star because I don't have artistic side, but maybe write a good book. I don't know, something like this.
Love it. A bestseller author. Love it. It's a good one. Yeah, as I feel you, I don't have artistic aptitudes like you mentioned. I'm not good at singing, dancing, or anything related to it. But yeah, would be nice to have this good impact. Like you mentioned, writing a good book would be a good way to become famous. Guys, unfortunately, we are running out of time. I will have to close the meeting. But before I do it, I put some links on the chat. They are really important. So the first one is for the survey. And I really would like to ask that you guys answer it. Put your honest feedback, right, about this meeting, me as a host, and the topic. And I would really like to know what you guys are interested to discuss in the future. So give some tips on the topics. Oh, and I would like to just talk about this or that. It really helps me out when I'm creating the questions and thinking about new topics. Okay. And the second one is for TNT's website, and the third one is for this live on YouTube. So if you guys can go there, hit the like button, subscribe at TNT's channel would mean a lot for all of us. And that's all. Thank you so much for coming. Hope you guys have a great day, a great rest of the week. See you next